For me, I think it's really important that the whole business match my values, and especially when you're working with food stuff, there's a real opportunity to use great local food and food that's healthy and food that doesn't have pesticides and artificial hormones and all kinds of bad things. So all of the meat that we use is either is local and free range or grass fed. All of the dairy that we use is local, and most of it is certified organic. And almost all of the produce that we use is either local or organic, and often both. I think it's looking at everything that we're doing and saying, how can we do things in as friendly a manner as possible to the environment that considers the whole picture of what's happening behind the scenes. So it's not just, when we're looking to buy a chicken for a sandwich, we're not just buying a chicken at the cheapest price that we can find it. We're buying chicken from a local farmer who we know is raising free-range chickens and caring for the farm that the land that they're on. So it's taking a whole big picture view to whether or not something's sustainable. So once we're here, it means using environmentally friendly materials. We try and use as many reusable things as we can and as few throwaway things. When we are throwing away things like to-go containers, we're using compostable containers. So they're made of corn-based plastic or paper or sugar cane, and they break down into dirt. There's lots of recycled building materials. The floor in the front is made from a salvaged barn. The tabletops are made from wood that was salvaged from a mill that burned down. The tabletops on the side, the front tabletops are from that wood. The side tabletops are from a board that's made of sunflower seeds that have been reprocessed and pressed down. The countertop is made of cardboard that's pressed and recycled. There's all kinds of things in the kitchen too. There's energy efficient appliances and hood systems and an on-demand water heater, which means the water heater only heats water when water is needed. But the biggest thing we do for environmental sustainability is working with local farmers. We have a map on our website that has over 50 dots on it of local farmers and producers we're working with in some way or another. We're having a much larger impact than we would in one space. So it's all of those individual connections and being intentional about that I think is the most sustainable thing we're doing. There's been great word of mouth, I think. I think people are really excited about the kinds of things we're doing. And we have a great location, and I think the space really works really well. It's a good niche of good food. Everything's made from scratch, using really good ingredients, and at a relatively affordable price point. We try and serve things that are of the quality you'd expect at a much more expensive restaurant.
Plus it's beer and wine, right?
Yep, we have beer and wine too. All local beer. A couple people who are vegans who are on my staff who are excited about doing vegan things, and there were a lot of customer requests for more vegan baked goods. So our bagels are vegan except for honey, which some vegans are okay with and some aren't. There's really good local honey in the bagels. We make them here from scratch. We make everything we need here from scratch. We boil them and bake them one by hand. We use really good local flour and them and local honey. They're almost all of the ingredients are local. The only non-local things are salt and yeast. So as a percentage, it's high 90% local ingredients. Our breads that we bake here we bake all of our breads here, and one of them is vegan. And then we do vegan tarts regularly, a lot of vegan soups and deli salads, and we always have a vegan entree or appetizer as well. But cupcakes are particularly popular. You're going to know 90 vegans. We work only with fair trade coffee. We work with Peace Coffee, which is a local coffee roaster to get really, really good fair trade coffee. And what that means is that they're working directly with communities around the world to import coffee directly from co-ops. So they're cutting out lots of middlemen. They also do fair trade tea and fair trade wine. And fair trade bananas, fair trade sugar, fair trade chocolate. Coffee is certainly the biggest. I don't know if it was the first, but it's certainly the biggest, and it's one of the top 3 commodities traded in the world. But coffee is certainly what the most fair trade in the U.S. is coffee. www.commonrootscafe, all one word, .com.